Hey guys, it's the Fujo Fairy here, coming at you with another video. Like I said, I think it was sometime last week, I was gonna sit down and read Fist of the North Star, Fist of the North Star, and do like a review, in which I did. I just finished it like not even half an hour ago. So I'm gonna sit here and do a review. Also, I changed my location so that you guys don't hear the beeping sound. So hopefully you like it better. I feel like I change my location all the time, but I get bored of like the background, so I kind of switch it around every once in a while. But hopefully the beep beep sound is a lot better. I'm in a different room, so hopefully you don't really hear it that much. So I hope you like this chair. It's cute. It's more comfortable, to be honest, so I kind of like it a little better personally. All right, so I think that was all the little updates I wanted to say. I'm just gonna get right into the video. It's gonna be a review on the first volume of Fist of the North Star. So like always, I'm going to read the synopsis on the back, go into my thoughts, like my own little personal thing, and then at the end do like a overall, like how much I enjoyed it, give it a rating type thing. So let me just get right into it. In a post-apocalyptic world, humanity has risen from the ashes of an all-out nuclear war to a nightmare of endless suffering. It is a time of chaos. Warlords and gangs of savage, murderous rule the broken ruins of civilization, terrorizing and enslaving the survivors. Life has become a brutal struggle for existence, and death, the only release. One day, a wanderer appears out of the wasteland to bring justice to the guilty and hope to the people. A warrior named Ken, a man who bears 7 scars upon his chest and holds a secret of mysterious martial arts known as Hakuto Shinken, the divine fist of the North Star. So, pretty much explains the story. I'm gonna kind of go more into depths of what happened. I'm gonna keep it pretty sort of spoiler free, so I'm only gonna talk about what happens in the first few chapters. I'm not gonna go too in depth. So I'm just gonna get right into it. Spoiler alert though, I loved this a lot. So if you like things like JoJo, I feel like you would definitely enjoy this. The art is also very similar to JoJo Part 1. Let me show you an example. Very similar. I'm pretty sure this came out before JoJo. I think. I could be wrong. Let's see. It looks very similar. If you've read JoJo Part 1 or watched it, the art is quite similar. Let me see if I can get a picture of the main character. Our main character is Ken. He has the ability, he is trained to use and master the Fist of the North Star. With this ability, he's able to hit like certain points in your body and attack you from the inside out. So at first when he attacks, it doesn't look like anything's going on, but he's like, don't worry, give it a second, and then like you explode or things happen. You know, you get cut in half, you lose ability in your arms. I have to say the series is very gory, very intense, definitely more intense than I thought it was going to be, especially for something that was a shonen back in the day. It was geared toward young boys. It's actually very there's a lot of gore and a lot of blood and killing in this. Honestly, a lot of that throughout the entire first volume, but I enjoyed it. I love that kind of stuff, so it was really well done, well drawn as well. I think the art is beautiful. I really like this style of artwork. I mean, JoJo's is one of my favorite manga of all time, so hello, it's so cute. I mean, old JoJo, this is more part 1 part 2 type style. New JoJo is not like this anymore, but definitely really well done. Ken, like I said, he has the ability to use Fist of the North Star. It is something that is like from within. He's super OP. I will admit, I know a lot of people, I mean, it's a little different than some of the shonen that we get today, since sometimes, you know, the main character is usually really weak and we watch him grow into a strong person or whatever. This is quite literally, I think, kind of like the opposite. If anything, he's actually extremely strong. He defeats everyone that he comes in contact with pretty easily. It doesn't take him very much. I think, I don't want to spoil it, but in certain parts they did talk about his past a little bit, so I'm guessing he used to be a little bit weaker, and then he just trained really hard throughout the year and became this strong person. The setting of the series is in this post-apocalyptic world, just like it says. It reminds me a little bit of Mad Max. Have you ever seen the movie? The way it looks, they're like in a desert. There's a crazy nuclear war that happened. So there's no real civilization anymore, right? Everything is just dirt. There's little towns here and there, people trying to kind of get some sense of normalcy. Food is very scarce. You know, people are killing each other just for a piece of a sandwich or whatever. So it's, you know, it's a pretty barren world, and unfortunately these evil and bad people have taken over the world, and not the world, but taken over certain areas, and they kill whoever they want, they do whatever they want, and you know, the innocent women, children, all those bad, you know, all those people are the ones that end up feeling it the most. So yeah, that's kind of like the basic synopsis. There is another character that follows Ken. I forgot his name. He's honestly kind of useless. I don't understand why why he's even there, to be honest. I guess maybe like the comic relief or whatever, but he's pretty weak. He doesn't really do much. Kind of just hides behind the main character as he beats everybody up. It reminds me a little bit of if you've ever read Claymore, you know, that one annoying person that follows forgot her name, but the main character lady, she's kind of like that. He's just kind of like there and kind of annoying. I don't understand why he's even there. Let me see if I can get an image of him so you know. Oh, here he is. He's a little boy. I mean, he looks like a little boy. I don't exactly know how old he is. And he just follows around Ken. You know, they meet within the first chapter of the series. So, and the series pretty much just follows Ken out, just, you know, out here beating up a bunch of bad guys pretty easily. I feel like he has no real conflict with trying to defeat these guys. So it's pretty much a very well done battle shonen if you're into that kind of stuff. The moves are really cool. The fighting style I think is awesome. I think I like the way he fights a lot. He's also a genuinely nice person. You know, he's a very stoic man, similar to Joseph from JoJo's Part 1. He's a very gentleman person, and he just wants people to be happy. He just wants to do good. Another ill-fated curse that comes with the person who has the ability to use a Fist of the North Star is that wherever he goes, he brings chaos and destruction. So he tries not to stay in the same spot for too long, because everywhere he goes, he will bring chaos and destruction. Like just like his curse or whatever about the person who has the ability to use a Fist of the North Star. So yeah, that's pretty much it. There isn't really a lot of super depth into this series. Again, this was made probably like, I think it said in the early 70s. It's been over 37 years, so almost 40 years this was made. So it's been a minute. So I'm honestly really happy that this was published in English. I really enjoy this a lot. I love a good, I hate to use the word basic, because it's not really basic, because, you know, this came before a lot of stuff that we read today. So it's, if anything, it's like the blueprint, right? A very good shonen battle manga that's just one big strong guy beating up a bunch of fucking guys, and a bunch of other strong guys who are bigger than him and appear to be stronger than him but aren't. This guy's like super strong, super buff, super cool. So it's really nice. I really enjoyed it, honestly. I knew I was gonna like it anyways. I like this kind of stuff, these kind of nice shonen series And I think the thing that surprised me the most was the amount of gore in this series. There's a lot of people getting their heads cut off and a lot of blood everywhere. I think there was one scene where this one group of people were riling up all the women to take to their village, to their town, village, whatever it's called, and the men were trying to get their women back, and the evil people started cutting off the heads of the men in front of the women, and like some of the women saw their husband's head get cut off, or their dad's head cut off, or whatever, and that was honestly pretty traumatizing. It was so good. I really enjoyed it. But for the people, it's pretty traumatizing to see the person you love get their head cut off, or even just a person's head cut off. Like, it's crazy. But I really enjoyed it a lot. So I definitely give this first volume a solid 9 out of 10. I'm excited to see where this series goes. I'm excited to see what other types of fighting styles they'll put into the series, and to see if they put any challenges in Ken's way, because I feel like Ken so far has not been challenged enough, if that makes any sense, because he kind of just like beats these guys up pretty easily, even when it looks like, oh, maybe the other guy is going to win or have a head start on him. Ken just comes and he's just like, nope, I don't think so, I beat you. So it's really good. Like I said, I give this a solid 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it a lot. I know I don't have a lot to say about this series. I just don't want to spoil it too much, because if I say too much, it'll spoil some stuff that happens within this first volume, and I'm telling you, a lot happens in this first volume. I may not be saying a lot, but a lot really does. I'm just kind of giving you guys the basic synopsis. Like, if you like these fighting style strong man beating up other guys type series, then you're definitely gonna like this one. So yeah, that's the end of my video, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me see, what is my next video going to be? I bought this new, it's not new, I bought like Prince Freya off of Depop, volumes 1 through 3, so maybe when I finish reading that, I'll do a review on that one as well. I've heard really good things about it, and I really enjoy Reckoning of the Rose Crane. It's like one of my favorite mangas, and I've heard that it's a little similar to that, and it kind of looks a little similar, so I'm gonna read that next, and maybe by next week next weekend maybe I'll do a video on that one. I'm not exactly sure. I'll see what happens. So, oh, and I'm sorry I didn't do the video on what not to say to manga collectors. I just been like, just haven't had time. I think this week, I think the yaoi crate came in, and I did that video, and I just like, I've had like a lot of work, like school work all of a sudden to do, because I'm doing summer classes, unfortunately, but I have to just so I can graduate by next year. So I just didn't really have time to sit there and do it. So I'll probably do that one this week, and then also the review on Friday. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Bye.